Pope Benedict's visit to Germany for World Youth Day was just part of an effort all across the church to appeal more to young people. Here in the U.S., for example, one archdiocese is getting a lot of attention for an ad campaign promoting the idea that Catholicism is cool. The ad features a young priest dressed very reminiscent of Keanu Reeves in The Matrix, and the line reads, "The Catholic priesthood coming to a parish near you." Joining me now is the man behind the sunglasses, Father Jonathan Meyer. Father, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Chris. How are you?
I'm great. Where did you get the idea for this ad?
It actually came from an 8th grader at the school at my parish, Our Lady of the Greenwood School, where they started calling me Father Neo. And I had never seen the movie. I didn't understand it. And a little research put me in the position of finding out that this Matrix film was speaking to young people about what a hero was and what an image of someone who, quote, might be say, cool is. And so that's where it all came from, was actually from the youth themselves.
Well, let's talk about image, because a lot of what kids look at when they're trying to decide what they want to be when they grow up, so to speak, is tied to sort of the image of what those people do. What do you think are the biggest misconceptions about the priesthood?
Well, I think a lot of people only see a priest on Sunday. They see the priest celebrating Mass, and they think that's all that he does. They think the priesthood might be boring or dull, where in fact, it's exactly just the opposite. The priesthood is a great life, a life of serving the poor, of serving the needy, of celebrating the sacraments. It's a great life of hope, a great life of joy. And I think sometimes that can sometimes be forgotten. And it's a great life.
Do you think part of the problem is that a lot of kids see it, or young people see it, as a life of denial? Some priests do take a vow of poverty. You take a vow of obedience, of chastity or celibacy.
I do. I think a lot of youths do see it as a life of denial, but the great joy, of course, is that in denial there is life. When one gives up something, of course, God blesses us. Jesus gives us that extra grace. So there is denial, but we look at the character of the Matrix. Even in that, Keanu Reeves had to deny himself to be able to somehow bring about the good in that film. So suffering and self-denial are part of the human experience.
You've distributed this poster not just in your archdiocese, but I know you've started to get it elsewhere in the country. What's the reaction been like?
The reaction, for the most part, has been good. I mean, there's some that don't understand it. There's some that, if you don't know the film, the image can be a bit confusing. A young 28-year-old man in a cassock holding a crucifix and a rosary. But for the most part, the response to it has been very positive.
Anything in terms of vocations that you know of?
I think the greatest thing is that it is making a lot of people talk about vocations, pray about vocations, and that's my greatest hope, is that even if just one person thinks about vocations or prays about vocations in a way that they possibly have not before.
So what do you think? Is this the start of a whole series of posters or a new way of reaching out to young people?
That, I guess, is only left to be told. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's a cool poster, I'll give you that. And maybe we'll check in with you in a little while and see how things are going in terms of any feedback that you've been getting on it. Father Jonathan Meyer, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much. God bless you.